Welcome to Gaming Garbage, folks. So I wasn't planning on streaming anything tonight, but I did get Modern Warfare 1 Remake, because I just wanted to see what the campaign was like, because I was kind of left out a little bit with Modern Warfare 2 campaign that I played first. So this mission, Clean House, was actually out quite a bit on YouTube. There was shorts about it, there were other vids about it, there were some real military special forcemen or like operators or Delta or whatever you want to call them that watched house clearing of this mission and wanted to give their take on how realistic it was. And so I'm going to give my attempt. This is on hardened, and yeah, we're going to give it a shot. So I have not played this before. This is just spur of the moment, so enjoy.
Get the kettle on. They'll handle operations until we start the attacks.
Trust the wolf. You know I do. But this operation failed.
This is not safe. Your dead brother made sure of that.
We were supposed to have double the body count. It's all over the flippin' telly. That's the point. This is the United Kingdom. Do you think anyone walks? Oh, fuck!
Secure.
Whoa. I did touch him. Didn't register in the game, though. Well, that's one fail. I saw the gun. I didn't look at the uniform, though.
Two X-rays down. First floor secure.
Wow, that worked. Okay. That was close. Yeah, I'm slow.
Answer the door!
Ooh! We should have bashed that door open.
Floor secure.
I got ya.
Oh, baby. That's messed up.
Hands up now.
Just push me out of the way, dude.
Secure him. Suck that kid up.
Oh! Man, this is harder than it looks, folks.
Suck that kid up.
To not shoot. To urge... or to resist the urge to shoot when, you've identified... Yeah, a person, maybe a weapon, but you're not sure. It's extremely hard.
Secure. Locked. Down, get down, get down! Clear.
Did I make the right call? I don't think I did.
Trust the place, Sergeant.
Ooh, there's a bomb there. She had a cell phone. That was lucky. That was just a guess. Oh my word. Look at this. Those are pretty big bombs.
Well, let's get at it.
Wow. It's like a subway system.
All this place turned upside down, Sergeant.
Yeah, they're looking to hit a train station.
Oh, fucking hell. She was going
Wow.
for the detonator. We made the right call, sir.
Townhouse was a gold mine. Looks like we found the room. Communications to the laptop was tracked from the Plaza Hospital, where the Alpha Tower is. Forest forces will track terror activity at the hospital, while the Marine ground force will be mobilized to advance on the complex. MW1 will capture the wolf for interrogation about the stolen Russian gas.
This is a problem I encounter too with the game. If I could pause it, I would. I'll chat about it in just a second. But as you can see, it's really messed up. Like, it's not coming through good at all. Any of you ever done night shifts? It gets boring. It's hard to stay awake. There. Okay. So I wanted to explain what we saw there for a minute. So it was kind of jerky and the audio was cutting out. Something they implemented that I've never seen before is that they have base level graphics. Okay, that's programming local off of the disk or off of your files that you downloaded, right? They added something called standard and like advanced or HD graphics on top of that. And standard and even above that are like ultra. Let's call it ultra. So standard and ultra, they have it to where you stream extra graphics on top of the base layer. And if your connection isn't perfect or whatever, which I'm running about 300 megabits per second, so something isn't quite translating right there. It should work perfectly. It should work flawlessly, and it still doesn't. So there's some kind of an error there. But yeah, that's what I think is going on, is that there's some kind of hiccup, and it's just not running well. So most games don't implement that, which I'm very thankful for, because pulling stuff off of the internet, it's not always reliable. Everybody has always had connection problems during multiplayer. Am I right? So anyway, that's the clean house mission, folks. I hope you enjoyed that. This is definitely a short one. If you're enjoying the content, go ahead and give me a like and a follow, all that good jazz. I'm on Twitch as well as YouTube. Twitch is Don't Tread on the. YouTube is Gaming Garbage 22. And now that I'm actually starting to gain steam with some subscribers, thank you very much for those that have. I'm actually starting to become a little more visible on YouTube. So I gained 3 more, I think, just in the last couple of days. So we're already at 20. We've already surpassed where I was at on Twitch. And man, let me tell you, I really enjoy YouTube a lot better than Twitch. I already didn't like Twitch. There's more changes coming later this summer with how they're doing the partnerships and the hard drive space. Some changes they've implemented already, but Twitch is owned by Amazon, and they've already been shown that they're having trouble. They're pulling revenue from content creators, and then they're also, I think last month they were firing people on the Twitch side because they're just not making money right now. YouTube's having a tough time making money as well, but it's the user interface and all of the extra tools that you have built in already is pretty good. I mean, all of the shorts I've made are through my phone, and I haven't paid a single dime for anything that I've made or streamed or anything. So all I use Twitch for is just to initially stream, and then download the file to my computer, and then upload that file to YouTube. And then that's what you guys see. So, yeah, honestly, it's been nice being on YouTube, and it's been a blast. Leave a comment below if you like this content or something else you'd like to see. I'm game, so I'm down to hear what you guys are willing to see. So we're still going to finish Dead Space campaign eventually, Dead Space 1 Remake. We're going to do Atomic Heart because some of you asked for that. And then we're going to be looking at Halo Collection and the entire Halo franchise so that we can look at how the gaming industry changed. Some for the better, but in my opinion, mostly for the worse. And we're going to work through that with each game. So it'll be the entire Halo franchise except for Halo Wars 1 and 2. And we'll go through everything else. And then, thank you guys for joining us on Elden Rome. My buddy and I, we've been having a blast with that, and we will be starting a new game plus. But we're going to be switching first, probably, to doing the Dark Souls trilogy with all DLC. So that's going to be Dark Realm co-op, and we hope that you guys join us for that. And I'm sure there's plenty of content. There's going to be a minimum of probably 300 hours between all 3 games, and yeah, but we'll be running those probably for the rest of the year, if not into next year as well. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Remember, folks, there's a lot of economy stuff that I keep up with, and I won't bore you with all the details, but jobless claims are going up, continuous unemployment is going up, Bankruptcies are going up. Chapter 11 with bigger companies is also going up. Layoffs are increasing. For the first time ever, M2 money supply is actually negative. The last time it was that was in the 30s, and we all know what, have read up on what that was like. And so there's just a lot of factors here on a larger scale level of the economy. It's not healthy. And so save money, folks. Continue to work and be a good employee so that someone else gets fired first. I know that's a horrible way to think about it, but it's reality. Pay off your debts and work hard to not take on any new debt. There will be a time to buy. If you're looking to buy a car, if you're looking to buy a house, maybe your first house, or willing to take out a loan for something else, make sure that it's worth it and that it's going to, push you forward, progress you forward in your life, right? It's not just to go party or have fun or blow it on a nice Xbox. Actually use it for something. And then make sure that you save enough. If you don't have to go into debt right now, don't do it. And the credits from banks are getting squeezed. So they don't want to lend to everybody like they did a couple of years ago. They're now pulling back. There's over $1 trillion in unrealized losses. Actually, there's several trillion across the banking system. And, if you have quite a bit of money, wherever you're at in life, I know my demographics are men, guys and men, somewhere between 18 to 35 or 34. So if you guys have money in the banking system, keep some there, but have some somewhere else. Have different accounts in multiple banks, just in case there's a bank holiday or there's some kind of restriction like during COVID. So I remember out here when COVID was a thing and full blown, they'd only allow $40 a day to be withdrawn from the account. And that really wasn't a lot. And it was capped at like $300 a week or something. So that can happen again. Absolutely. And the regionals, technically, they're in better shape. Like the credit unions are in better shape. But they can't handle as much stress because they don't have as big of a reserve of money to handle liabilities if they run into trouble. So credit unions and smaller banks, I wouldn't have the bulk of my cash there or savings or whatever. I would have it in a larger bank. And the reason is because they've already been through this in 2008. They were blamed for it. They had new rules that they had to follow. We got to see that in some of their earnings reports this last week, like JP Morgan Chase and Wells Fargo. And then they're less likely to fail because of their larger balance sheet and better creditors and and better loans. And then also, the banks bailed them out last time. And honestly, they are so large, the federal government would not let them fail. Whether that's right or wrong, that's just how it is. So that's just a warning, folks. Buckle up for what's coming, because if you have a job, it's at risk in the next 12 months. If you have cash in the banking system, it's at risk for a holiday, a bail-in, or limited access. And if you're just starting out, just save money. Try to go get some job experience. If you got a safety net of being at home, if you got a safety net of some roommates and stuff, come up with the plan, but be smart with your money right now. Your money is limited, and so are the jobs. I keep running into people that I know or that I chat with in different towns and cities and restaurants and, stores and wherever I can find them. Hey, how is business? How are things going? And as I've been asking people this for about 2 years now, and it has drastically changed from 6 months ago. So some of my friends are being laid off. Some of my coworkers, they're talking about their family members and friends being laid off. I'm also hearing that hours are being cut back, that Bonuses are being cut, and this isn't just for the small guy. I mean, these are big guys too. Top dogs, CEOs of companies are having their bonuses cut. And I remember that in 2008 and 2009. And we continue to see bankruptcies and trouble all the way through 2011, 2012, which is insane. But the bulk of the damage was in 2009, into 2008, 2009. And that was horrible. So, again, it's a warning, folks. Be prepared some. Prepare for a rainy day. Pay some of your bills ahead if you can. And don't give any entity or business a reason to select you first if they need to cut somebody. So even if you feel pretty secure in your job, work on your resume. Okay? Have that ready. My resume is already finished and ready to go. And then we're also seeing a large cut in job losses, like job postings. So be sure to keep track of that too. Take a look at it on like a bi-monthly, once a month basis, something like that, just to keep track of what's out there, what the pays are, and what jobs are available. Be ready, because the government isn't going to bail us out this time. I mean, personally, I don't think so. They gave us 4 different sets of stimulus checks, plus forbearance, plus not having to pay rent, plus not having to pay student loans. So that's 7 different programs that they had that were full-blown, ready to go. And that's not even mentioning the different loan programs they had for families, for businesses, or for self-employed. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's going to be hitting the fan, in my opinion. And we're seeing even big companies wanting to go to automation, like Walmart just put out something about that, and they're also closing stores. And this is insane to me. Last one, I just saw that Amazon is going to lay off 27,000 workers. Now, the bulk of their force are contractors. Okay, that's third party. That's technically ran by another company, quote unquote, of another 50 to 100 employees, and they just drive around and deliver the packages. Even though they drive an Amazon truck, they're the contractors, and they're decreasing too. I definitely don't see as many as I used to. There used to be 2 or 3 a day in 21, and now in 23, I'm lucky if I see 1 a day. And I live in the same place, same house. So there is definitely a shift. And for those of you that care, I just want to give a warning. So anyway, hang in there, folks. Keep working through the week. I am too. I'm working 72 hours this week. Hopefully you guys aren't working that much. But yeah, be smart with your money. And hang in there. I'll see you on the next one.